Roman Reigns sent word. Jacob Fatu delivered the message. The Bloodline wanted the Tongans inside their tent, and Tama Tonga looked that offer dead in the face and walked away. Nobody turns down Roman Reigns. The Tongans just did. And WWE will never be the same for it. If you're new to Wrestling Cannva, hit subscribe right now. This Bloodline story just opened a door nobody expected. Let's get into it. It started backstage at London's O2 Arena on the June 26 SmackDown. Tama and Talla Tonga walked up to Solo Sikoa and laid it all out clean, cold, and final. They blamed him for costing them the WWE Tag Team Championship match against Damian Priest and R-Truth the week before. Solo had been told to stay in the back. He showed up at ringside anyway. His obsession with Roman Reigns cost them the titles right there. Then Solo crossed onto Raw and helped LA Knight beat Jimmy Uso, a Bloodline member, without telling anyone in Miffed. That was the final straw. Tama told Solo the elders had already made their decision. They were done. Talla confirmed it. And just like that, MFD was finished before SmackDown even hit its second hour. 2 years of faction building, dissolved in one backstage conversation. Here's the part nobody is talking about loudly enough. Roman Reigns has been rebuilding the Bloodline since WrestleMania 42. Jey Uso back, Jimmy Uso back, Jacob Fatu fully in. The tribal chief sent Fatu to reach out to Solo Sikoa repeatedly. Solo refused every single time. But Reigns wasn't only looking at Solo. The Tongans Tama and Talla were on his radar too. Tama Tonga spent the early part of his WWE career inside the Bloodline as Solo's right-hand man. He knows Roman. He knows the system. And when the Bloodline door opened again after the MF'd collapse, the expectation across the entire wrestling world was that the Tongans would walk straight through it. They didn't. And the reason why changes everything about where this story goes next. The elders spoke. Tama cited them directly when walking out on Solo. The same elders whose word carries the weight of Samoan wrestling tradition, the same tradition Roman Reigns has built his entire character on. If the elders directed the Tongans away from the Bloodline, that isn't just a storyline beat. That's a declaration that something bigger is coming. Something that doesn't involve Roman Reigns controlling the table. Backstage on SmackDown, Tama and Talla Tonga ran into Finn Balor, and the conversation that followed had the entire internet talking before the show even ended. Balor and Tama acknowledged their shared history in NJPW, founding members of Bullet Club together. Two men who built one of the most dangerous factions in professional wrestling history from the ground up. The camera deliberately held on Balor after the Tongans walked away. That shot wasn't accidental. That was WWE telling every paying attention viewer something is forming here. Something with teeth. If Finn Balor and Tama Tonga rebuild any version of that Bullet Club connection inside WWE, the tag team division on SmackDown doesn't just get interesting, it gets dangerous overnight. And Roman Reigns, who just got rejected by the very people he was trying to absorb into his power structure, is now looking at a faction forming outside his control that he had nothing to do with creating. Solo Sikoa spent the rest of SmackDown trying to find allies and got turned down by everyone. He approached LA Knight in the ring, told him they had the same enemy in Roman Reigns, that Knight needed backup and Solo needed a war. Knight didn't buy it for a second. He pointed out that every single person who's ever turned on Roman Reigns eventually crawled back to the Bloodline. Jey did it. Jimmy did it. There was no reason to believe Solo would be different. Knight walked away. Solo then approached Royce Keys backstage. Keys wished him luck and kept moving. JC Mateo is gone. Tonga Loa is gone. The Tongans are gone. LA Knight said no. Royce Keys said no. Solo Sikoa, the man who once powerbombed Paul Heyman, stole the Ula Fala and declared himself tribal chief is standing completely alone with zero allies on either show. Roman Reigns tried to absorb the Tongans into the Bloodline. They said no and walked toward Finn Balor instead. Solo Sikoa has nothing left and nobody beside him. And somewhere in all of this chaos, a Bullet Club reunion is quietly taking shape on SmackDown. The Bloodline is the most powerful faction in WWE right now, but power has a ceiling. And the people building outside that ceiling are starting to look very dangerous. Drop it in the comments, do Tama and Talla Tonga form a new faction with Finn Balor and become the biggest threat on SmackDown? Or does Roman Reigns find a way to pull them back in before SummerSlam? Subscribe to Wrestling Cannva. The power shifts are just getting started. The elders spoke. Roman Reigns didn't like the answer.